By the way, a withdrawal does not come from a good heart. Earlier in the week, she said, no one will stop her from contesting Miss South Africa. Today, this morning at 9:29, our lawyers made contact with Stephanie, the CEO of Miss South Africa, who was very uncooperative. However, they were served with court papers, herself, and also the Nigerian lady through Miss South Africa, the documents that said we are going to court to interdict their participation.
So, Mr. Kunene,
Home Affairs was also served with the same document. So her heart, her soul is Nigerian. The fact celebrities, South African celebrities, must stop involving themselves prematurely in matters that involve illegal immigrants or foreigners when they don't have the facts.
Patriotic Alliance Deputy Kunene spoke out strongly against Nigerian Chidimma Adettina. He says right before Chidimma withdrew from the pageant, his party served the Miss South Africa organization with court papers to stop Chidimma from participating in the pageant. He also warned South African celebrities from being too forward when it comes to matters of illegal immigrants, especially when they don't have all the facts.
We are not entirely pleased by the statement of Home Affairs, but we are glad that they have uncovered fraud and identity theft that has happened in this regard. We have been clear that Home Affairs is rotten. A lot of people have got citizenship fraudulently. And we had said when we take over, we are going to mass deport all these illegal immigrants. We are going to check all the foreigners' status and those who are naturalized, those who have ID documents. We are going to verify how they got those documents.
now, when it comes in, of course, to this particular statement, you say that you do have some unhappiness about it, but they say that the investigations continue. And this for them is, you know, an initial statement. They say that there's a prima facie case. They were asked by the organizers, of course, for an update here. I suppose more information could still then be coming.
To be honest with you, Home Affairs can proceed with those processes. Our position was, you can't have a Nigerian who is being celebrated by Nigerians wearing a belt that says Miss South Africa Contestant. You can't have that. Being a Miss South Africa or participating there, it means you must go and promote the culture of South Africa. You must go and promote the different cultures of that you find in South Africa globally. How is a Nigerian going to talk about Lobola? How is a Nigerian going to talk about our cultures in this country? So we have been consistent. After Patriotic South Africans reached out to us and said, can you please intervene and help? This is not right, what is happening. And today we are vindicated because Home Affairs came out clearly that her identity, her being a South African was done through fraudulent means, through identity theft. So we have indicated. And I think celebrities who have been supporting this woman, South Africans who put the rights of foreigners before the rights of South Africans, have their egg on their face now. She has now deprived a South African of being part of the Miss South Africa contestation after her withdrawal. By the way, a withdrawal does not come from a good heart. Earlier in the week, she said, no one will stop her from contesting Miss South Africa. Today, this morning at 9:29, our lawyers made contact with Stephanie, the CEO of Miss South Africa, who was very uncooperative. However, they were served with court papers, herself, and also the Nigerian lady through Miss South Africa, the documents that said we are going to court to interdict their participation.
So, Mr. Kunene,
Home Affairs was also served with the same documents and the Director General. So she resigned, she withdrew after realizing that the Patriotic Alliance is going to the courts to interdict her from participating. And she knew that we were going to win that case.
Mr. Kunene, pardon me for coming in there, because I'm sure you've even read the statement by the Home Affairs Department saying that it cannot be that she would have been aware of the fraud that is alleged to have been, been committed here, as the statement is alleging. So they say that she would not have known about that. And I was just in conversation right now with Build One South Africa leader, Musi Maiman, who was saying that because she wouldn't have known she was a child, we also need to be careful how we're handling this particular matter and not have South Africa be seen as one that is Afrophobic. How do you respond?
There's nothing to be careful about. Her father said he came here in 2010, which makes her a 14-year-old. So there are lies being peddled here. Yes, Home Affairs is saying she was a child. But in the videos, you can now see that she knows where her allegiance is. She was celebrating with the Nigerians. She was married to a Nigerian. So her heart, her soul is Nigerian. The fact that she didn't know, at the end of the day, a crime has been committed and it must be reversed.
So what happens now with your matter?
Whether she knew or not, whether she was a child or not, but a crime has been committed by her mother. Therefore, somebody's identity has been stolen and she's busy walking up and down with that identity.
What happens now with the matter that you filed in court, because you were hoping to have it heard?
Look, we are going to withdraw the matter because a withdrawal is exactly what we are asking the court to give us. So she realized that she was not going to succeed and we were going to win the case, or she was advised, and that's why she withdrew. So we will not proceed with the case because she has given us what we wanted the court to give us. But I must add to say, celebrities, South African celebrities, must stop involving themselves prematurely in matters that involve illegal immigrants or foreigners when they don't have the facts. The second point is the South African Human Rights Commission needs to refrain from threatening South Africans about taking action when South Africans voice their dismay and their disgust on the behavior of illegal immigrants.
Where do we draw the line, though?
South African Human Rights Commission sent out a statement saying it will take steps against those, in their words, those who were abusing this Nigerian woman. So this commission is forever defending illegal immigrants, is forever defending foreigners. When does it defend South Africans? In fact, I suspect that there are Nigerians and Zimbabweans in this commission. The Minister of Home Affairs must send immigration officers to go and verify the identity of those who are members of this commission. Because everyone would then agree that it is a foreign human rights commission, not a South African Human Rights Commission, because it has called the Patriotic Alliance xenophobic. When we stand for South Africans, even in this instance, we stood for South Africans with patriotic South Africans, and they threatened with a press statement that they will take anyone to task who is busy abusing this woman. That was not abuse. People were saying, you're a Nigerian. You can't represent our culture. How are you going to speak about our culture when you're Nigerian? There's no abuse there.
Mr. Kunene, thank you so much for your time. And of course, as you say, that this is a preliminary finding. Let's hear then, when the investigation is concluded, how your political party takes this matter forward. But thank you so much for speaking to us this afternoon. That was the Deputy President of the Patriotic Alliance.